Bullfrog chefing up the skills in the kitchen. Yeah, you know, wrote the recipe. Magnificent dishes and different delicacies. Pizza, donut, burger, fried chicken, and fried rice. Burn with the pro, Jeremiah, the guy's nice. Yeah, show you how to do it in no time. We about to get it cooking, get ready to go live. Yes, you now rocking with the chef. It's Wednesday, you know what that means. Here we go with the weekly edition. Bullfrog chefing up the skills in the kitchen. Yeah, you know, wrote the recipe. Magnificent dishes and different delicacies. Pizza, donut, burger, fried chicken, and fried rice. Burn with the pro, Jeremiah, the guy's nice. Yeah, show you how to do it in no time. We about to get it cooking, get ready to go live. Yes, you now rocking with the chef. It's Wednesday, you know what that means. Here we go with the weekly edition. Bullfrog chefing up the skills in the kitchen. Yeah, you know, wrote the recipe. Magnificent dishes and different delicacies. Pizza, donut, burger, fried chicken, and fried rice. Burn with the pro, Jeremiah, the guy's nice. Yeah, show you how to do it in no time. We about to get it cooking, get ready to go live. Yes, you now rocking with the chef. It's Wednesday, you know.
Hey. It's Wednesday, 7 o'clock. You know what that means. Let's go. Breakfast for dinner. We're in the isolation station. Bring it to you live. Jeremiah Bullfrog here to teach you the tips and tricks of how you too can make breakfast for dinner. It's one of my favorite, go-tos. Maybe you're tired of chicken cacciatore. You've had too much pasta. Let's get down with a little breakfast. It's good at any time. We're talking eggs, we're talking bacon, we're talking sausage. We may throw a little vegetarian action in there too to make sure that our vegetable eating friends are happy. I'm just going to take a long sip of this tea right here while my dude Jose slides you on into the intro. My dude Jose. All right, maybe not.
Oh, dearest English Muffin, with your nooks and your crannies, split open and steaming so nicely. Oh, English Muffin, how I miss thee, as I gaze out upon the lemon tree in the garden, minding the blooms. I'm reminded of why I like breakfast for dinner so much.
Shite. That's crap. Just rubbish.
All right, so there it is. A little bit of intro for everybody. Jose back on one. Awesome. So we're just getting it dialed in here. This is live. Just want to show you, things may go wrong, but we're going to rock it with you. Breakfast for dinner. We're running through English muffins today. It's something that every one of you can tackle. You can make it in your own kitchen. It's just a few ingredients. It's not that difficult. If you've never had a homemade English muffin, it's a game changer, guys. Hot off the griddle. It's one of those lights out dishes. So we're going to do it like Tarantino, and we're going to put it in reverse. I thought, a little creativity goes a long way. So I'm going to take a bite of this here breakfast sandwich. Oozy goozy. I did a little sausage, egg and cheese, English muffin. Here we go. We're starting in reverse. We're going to go backwards. Holy crap. Lights out. Game changer. Off the chain breakfast sandwich. Now we're going to put that thing together, right? So Jose's going to show you the down shot one more time. Boom. So here we go in reverse, guys. He's going to keep playing with the camera. He'll show my face like this. Hey. Then he's going to show you what I'm cooking. Boom, 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 boom. We're going to keep you entertained, so let's rock it out. Please make sure you drop some comments in the comment section below. Give me a thumbs up. subscribe, all that good stuff. We're rocking on my YouTube, trying to build it, guys. So here we go. Without further ado, we're going to cook a little breakfast sandwich because we going in reverse. So I've got this beautiful baking steel. This is a 1/4-inch sheet of cold rolled steel. It is on top of an induction burner made by Polyscience. It is on medium high. And this is the way we're gonna cook, right? So we've got our this is my choice on the breakfast sandwich. We're doing sausage, egg, and cheese. You wanna do bacon, you could do bacon, egg, and cheese. Have fun with it, guys. You don't eat meat? I mean, there's wonderful products available these days that mimic meat. Feel free to pick one up and throw it on the griddle. So the cool thing about what we got going on here, right, is I can cook all my breakfast foods at the same time. So here you can see the sausage. Now we're going down with an egg. I like to keep them in these nice little rings, right? This is just a 1-inch little ring that, you know, sometimes they call it a cookie cutter. It's gonna keep our egg beautifully, it's gonna look beautiful, right? It's gonna be the same exact size as our English muffin. Keep everything nice and tight. I'm hitting it with a little salt and a little cracked white pepper. So here we go, guys. Boom, right into it. Breakfast for dinner, we're going backwards. I took a bite of the sandwich. We're making a sandwich right now in front of you. We've got tons of little fun things in store for you. I'm gonna go ahead and drop an English muffin also right here. And we're gonna run through this recipe, don't you worry. So boom. Nice little ball right there. Again, this is medium heat, back on 1. Hey, got myself a cuppa, because English muffin, get it? Tea, muffin, you know, trying to represent properly. We're trying to represent quite properly. So, the English muffin was actually invented in America by something Thomas. Blanking on his name, maybe it was John. He came over from England, and like late 1800s in New York, he had a bakery, and he wanted to make a breakfast bread that was a little quicker than everything he was making. And so he took the idea from the crumpet, right, the English crumpet, which is made with baking soda, and he swapped it out with a yeast bread, which is the English muffin. There's a little history for you. Jose down on 2 again. Boom. So you can see everything's cooking real nicely here. I've got this egg. You can see the white starting to solidify. We want the egg nice and runny, so I'm going to cover it so it steams as well. Sometimes you could throw a little splash of water. I'm going to show you just so you get the idea. Throw a little splash of water onto your egg and your cover, and that's going to get it steaming up as well. I've got this right here, this liquid gold. This is just some clarified butter that I can baste everything on my griddle with. Welcome to the show, Michael and Julia. We're getting right into it. We're putting this thing in reverse. We're starting off with cooking and we're going backwards to bacon. So let's get it on. We're well into it. We got sausage, we got an egg, we got an English muffin already cooking on the griddle. I've got some cheese right here that's been out tempering just so it comes up to room temp and it's easier to melt right on top of our little brekkie Sammy. Guys, let me know, what's your favorite breakfast sandwich? What's your go-to? Are you a croissant kind of dude? Do you like biscuits? What's going on in your world? So let's take a look. We can hear sizzling kind of nicely. Again, they got a nice medium heat on the burner. Our egg is cooked perfectly. Right? Doesn't have much color around it. The egg yolk, the egg white is set. The yolk is still runny. So we're going to take that off the griddle. You know, if you're doing breakfast, if you have one of these badass baking steels, right, you can cook everything at once. You know, you could cook for, you know, like 4 people on this bad boy. So highly recommend getting a baking steel. Actually, drop the link down below in the description. Guys, if you're just joining, please take a look at our description. I've got the recipe for the English muffins in there. Take a look. Let me know if you have any questions. Matt saying American cheese. This is actually this is thin sliced cheddar. This has been my go-to. This is you know, available in most supermarkets. It is quite nice. Brian knows about putting it in reverse like Missy Elliott. Senor Hoff likes the bagel with the baked salmon. I'm not mad at that. And let's focus on our English muffin as well, right? I'm actually going to show you now. I'm going to give it a little flipperoo. Whoop. I'm going to baste it with a little more clarified butter. You're basically frying up a bread on a griddle. And now you see it's still kind of puffy. We're going to go ahead and give it its signature shape, right? So we've got the sausage just about cooked. We've got a beautiful English muffin. It's going to come right hot off the griddle. Let's flip our sausage. Make sure we're in the cooking zone correctly. And we're getting right into it, guys. We're making breakfast sandwiches. So I've got an English muffin from earlier as well. I fired off a batch. Just wanted to show you. What we do is we put semolina on the surface so it doesn't stick. And then so here's proper technique when you're opening an English muffin. What you want to do is just make a nice little insert, kind of like around it with a serrated knife. This is a bread knife. And just go around the edges. I'm not going too deep, because you'll see right now, is what you want to do is you want to pry this bad boy open, kind of with your fingers. Nice and slow and carefully. And you see that texture? That's what we're looking for. Look at that. Real nice close-up for you guys. You see that amazing texture? That's the yeast doing its work. And then you got those nooks and crannies that everybody loves. Ira's asking, what do we put the egg on? I just took the egg off, and it's on a little baking sheet. These are quarter-size sheet trays that fit nicely everywhere in the kitchen. You know, as a chef, we like to keep different size pans. Different size pan, different size job, you know? So here we go. We're still cooking the muffin. So if you take a look in the link below in the description, you'll see the English muffins take about 4 minutes on both sides. It's got a wonderful crust. Listen to this. You guys hear that? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear the old hollowness of the English muffin on the griddle. And that's it. We're rocking right through this thing, guys. We're going to be assembling another breakfast sandwich in just a few minutes. Back up on one. So who's excited? Who's with me? Come on, guys. Drop it in the comments. Let me see. This is number 8. This is episode 8. We're trying to keep you guys on your toes, keep you entertained, keep us being creative, show you the things that I think you should, you know, maybe you want to learn. Maybe this is something you've always wanted to do. You know, maybe we could start a battle, bagel versus English muffin, you know? I don't know, just throwing it out there, guys. Back on 2. Alright, we've got the technology in our favor. So this muffin's getting real nice on the second side. I can feel it's just about done. So what I'm going to do is come back, and I want to start melting my cheese. Because the cool thing about a fresh English muffin is you don't even need to toast it, right? You can keep it nice. So here we go. That's the sausage. That's just about cooked. We have the egg. Now we're laying a little veil of cheese over the top. And I'm going to cover it again so it starts to steam. You know, if you guys have like a cast iron pan you're doing, or even a non-stick pan for your breakfast items, you know, always cover it, right? It'll help everything cook more evenly. And you'll just end up with much better products. There's no rush in cooking your eggs. A lot of people, you know, get the pan real hot and they throw it on there and it's sizzling and it's spurting. You know, eggs need to be treated with a lot of care, you know? So take your time, do it right. I showed you the little technique where you can put a little steam under your cover as well. And that's how you cook eggs. You want your eggs scrambled? You know, you can do that. I actually have, I got one more egg here. So you can see this bad boy, sausage, egg, and cheese is just about done. I'm going to move it to the side. Let's see. It's still right there so you can see it. I'm going to clean my griddle just a little. Again, guys, this is the baking steel right on top of my Polyscience induction burner. I've got a little clarified butter down. And I'm going to go in with another egg to show you. Right? Egg goes right in the hole. The ring around the egg is going to keep it from flowing. It's going to make it this nice, beautiful shape. So again, I'm going to hit it with a little bit of salt so it tastes good. And this time I've got this awesome, this is a Japanese pepper. It's like a 7-spice. This is shimitogarashi. Similar to like a cayenne in heat, but it just gives it a nice little pepper flavor. So I'm going to hit it. I'm going to hit the egg with that. And now that the egg is cooking, right, I'm going to show you a little cool little trick. So take a look at this. I'm just going to break the yolk, and I'm going to sort of swirl it around. So as it's cooking, we're not going to have just one big yolk. It's going to be what we call marbled. This is an old diner dish, marbled egg. I feel like it's a pretty awesome addition to our breakfast sandwich. That way when you bite into it, back up on one. So when you bite into your breakfast sandwich, the egg yolk isn't going to ooze all over your beard. It's not going to get on your shirt, you know. So there's a little tip and trick. Marble your egg. You've got it in your pan. You got it real low. You want to hear it sizzling. You want a nice little butter. You don't like butter. You're vegan. Avocado oil. You want coconut oil. Whatever fat you're cooking your eggs in, real nice and low. You know, some people grew up on hard fry eggs where it's real crispy on the edges. Hey, look, if that's your thing, go for it. This is, you know, like a little chef technique on the egg. We can go back down. Thank you, camera 1. Thank you, camera 2. Guys, look at this technology, huh? We're doing a live stream. We got 2 different camera angles. We've got a baking steel. We got a flat piece of steel on a jet burner. I mean, not too bad. So you can see this egg is just about done. You could very easily flip it over. I'm going to put the cover on. I'm going to do my little water trick one more time. So if you missed it the first round, here we go again. So I've got the cover on the egg. The cover's a little hot, not going to lie. Boom, a little water. Cover it up. Now we're steaming our egg and it's cooking from the bottom. So it's got a convection going. So it's pretty much perfect eggs every single time. And let's check it one more. Look how nice that is. I'm gonna go ahead and pull my second egg off. This is my marbled egg. It's looking great. Got my tray here. Boom. See how nice that is? Got a little piece of cheese. You can do the cheese right on the marbled egg as well. Take this English muffin. Looks like it's just about perfect. I'm gonna let it sit one more minute. Let's go ahead and pull off this this jobby too. And you know what? I got one more piece of sausage, so I never saw such a guy. I'm gonna throw it on the griddle because the griddle's hot. Let's get it going, guys. Again, like Tarantino, we put it in reverse. We're making this episode backwards. We're doing it live here in the isolation station. Guys, drop a comment. Let me know you're alive. Let me know you're digging it thus far. Let me know what you think about camera 2 working so well. Give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. And, you know, just let Jose know that you guys are with me. Jose, you with me, dude? Lenny knows what's up. Brian knows what's up. Brian's a biscuit guy. I gotta send him my biscuit recipe. He doesn't know how easy it is. Look at that English muffin. Huh? That's not too bad, right? No crumpets here. This thing weighs about 1/4 pound. Wait till you see me cut open right into it. That's gonna be the money shot. So let's move this to the side. Again, on your English muffin, you want to start all the way around. With a serrated knife. And then you just kind of pull it open. Ooh, look at that baby steaming. So now what we can do, smells like a nice little bread factory in here, all that yeast. Michael's asking who cleans the griddle. Give you one guess, my man. Who's got 2 thumbs? Who's got 2 thumbs and a paint scraper ready to go? Griddle's actually clean. It just likes to discolor. So here we go. Sandwich number 2 for y'all. We're getting right into it. We're making the breakfast sandwich. We've got the English muffins. Have you guys taken a look at the recipe? Are there any questions about how to make English muffins? Who's excited for English muffins? All right, we're on the flip side of our second sausage. This time we're toasting our English muffin so we get a little more texture on it. Lenny, this is my channel here, my dude. So go ahead and subscribe, and you can check out some of the other, some of my other videos. We're building slowly but surely. Who are you calling Shirley? So here it is. Second breakfast sandwich getting put together. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. Boom. Number 2. And then just for prosperity purposes, show you how easy. Sorry for the sound. A nice, well-seasoned griddle. Just give it a little wipe-a-roo. And it's good to go. Ready to fire off more breakfast treats. You guys can cook for a small army on the baking steel / polyscience control freak setup. Rashan, my dude, you know what's up. And Michael's asking about the type of breakfast sausage, or I'm sorry, about the sausage. That's just a nice breakfast blend. You know, if you got good friends like mine, you could pick up from the local market, from my butcher shop. Babe Froman makes an amazing sausage blend. And there you have it, guys. We just got started. We got right into it, making breakfast sandwiches. Let's get into it. Give you a little money shot here. Boom. Breakfast sandwich number 2. Breakfast sandwich number 3. Coming at ya in the isolation station. English muffin right before your very eyes. Let's give it a little wipe-a-roo. Let's make it look good, right? All right. Boom. Breakfast sandwich number 2. Let's cut this bad boy open. You hear how nice and crispy crusty that is? Boom. Stick a flag in it. Man down. Boom. Alright, guys. There it is. Breakfast for dinner. Beautifully done. Jose, let's take a look at some egg tunes.
Oh, dearest English muffin, with your nooks and your crannies, split open and steaming so nicely. Oh, English muffin, how I miss thee, as I gaze out upon the lemon tree in the garden, minding the blooms. I'm reminded of why I like breakfast for dinner so much.
Shite. That's crap. Just rubbish.
One thing you really should consider is letting your eggs say goodbye to each other. Hey Douglas. Hey John. So I guess say. Yeah, John. End of the line.
Hey, there it is. You get to see the intro one more time. Bonus. And some egg tunes. Guys, I thought I would spice it up a little and do a little trivia contest. If anybody can name that bass sample from Egg Tunes that you just saw, the second video, tell me what that sample's from, and I am going to send you a booze block. Boom. Check it out. Amazing cutting boards that you see me use in every episode. So drop it in the comments below. Make sure you click subscribe. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. That's the YouTube thing, right? Let's see. Is anyone getting it? Matthew gets the references. Jose wants a cutting board. Come on, guys. Tell me what the bass sample's from. First one to drop it in the comments gets an awesome booze block, courtesy of your boy Jeremiah Bullfrog. So let me know. Moving right along, I thought I would kind of run through the steps. You know, we did the whole Tarantino thing. It's breakfast for dinner. We reversed it. You know, I threw the tea kettle on. Tea kettling is squealing away. I'm going to make myself another cup of tea. Make sure to keep myself level. I've been rocking this Yogi tea. It's been pretty good to me so far. Haven't been drinking. It's been a couple of weeks since I laid off the sauce, and you know the teas treat me well. Makes me feel good. So got a little cup of tea. I'm gonna set a timer so this thing steeps perfectly. And let's start going over the old English muffins. You saw me make the sandwiches. You saw me take a bite. It was one of the most amazing things I've had in a long time. But I want to make sure you guys get the recipe. So take a look down below at the description. Read through it real quick. Let me know if you have any questions. And Jose, why don't we hit him with a little English rise? Hey, hey, how about that? So, super special shout out to Danny Hayoun on the score. That's one of his from scratch pieces that he scored. It's a real beautiful piece of music that I thought, would work well with my English Muffin demo. So I tried to slow down the video a little for you guys so you can watch it step by step. And you can see we're steaming up here. I'm getting a little facial while we're on camera one. But, oh geez, I hope my camera doesn't turn off because it gets too hot, because that's a thing. Let me move that up a little, actually, now that I'm thinking of it. So yeah, that is English Muffin, guys. I shot that this morning when I made a batch. And I have a couple of the pieces here if we want to go over, right here. If you guys have any questions on the English Muffins, are you with me? Are you alive? Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. If you take a look at the recipe, you saw the video, can you guys handle making English Muffins? Because I want you guys to make your own and post them up and tag me and let me know that the English Muffin is ruling the world. Huh? Can we do that? How about that? My tea's ready, so I'm a happy boy. One more time. It's quite hot. So I've got a couple more things to run through. I want to do a second dish for you guys. Lenny wants to rewatch past episodes. We're working on that. We're going to take next week off. Getting ahead of myself, but we're going to take next week off. This is 8 episodes, back to back to back, 8 weeks in a row. I'm a little burnt out. I'm a little crispy. I know Jose is struggle bus in Queens. So we're going to take one off and we're going to come back super strong. I'm going to work on posting all the videos on my channel. We're getting there, guys. Lenny, I want to send a shout out to you, my man. Thanks for rocking with me. Michael, thank you for rocking with me since day one. If anybody out there, Brian, you've been hanging for a minute as well. I really appreciate it, guys. Love the support. And if there's anything you want to see in the next season, let me know. Jose and I will brainstorm and come up with a whole nother slew of fun and exciting recipes to keep the ball rolling. So let's get back into the cooking, guys. Don't want it to get too stale. Let's take a quick look downtown in English Muffin Town. The old Cam 2. Yeah, how about that? So you can see I've got, these are the muffins from earlier. They don't really, they don't rise too much. I like to make them this size. That way, it's perfect sandwich eating. Jose, are we good on camera 2, my man? Okay, so I'm going to break down a little bit of this dough real quick, just so you get an idea of the step. After you have your English muffin dough recipe in the description, this is what it'll look like. It's nice and well rested, not too sticky. If it is, you just hit it with a little flour. Give it a nice little coating. And you want to just go ahead and start breaking off pieces. If you cut your dough in as far as the recipe, if you cut it into 12 equal pieces, you're going to end up with about the same size English muffins that I have. And then when you take your pieces, what you want to do is make them into these balls. You're going to have to play around with your cutting board to make sure it's just the right amount of flour so you get a little tension on it. This is kind of like making dinner rolls. It's kind of like balling up, to a certain extent, a smaller pizza ball. But this is the idea, is that you make these are like perfectly seamless round balls of the English muffin dough. Just wanted to make sure we went over this, because if you guys, you know, shoot me a message and say, geez, chef, I watched your breakfast for dinner and I can't make an English muffin, I'm gonna feel real bad. So we put it in reverse. We did it Tarantino style. We started at the end and we're working our way back. And a little flour on the tray. Hit it with a little semolina. Semolina is the trick. That's how you get that that real cool English muffin texture. You know, semolina has a little grit to it. So let's do this last one for prosperity purposes. Make sure we keep it all even. Balling it up. Boom. And then you want to give your English muffins nice space like this, right? If you put them too close to each other, they are definitely going to stick because these babies grow. You know, and then so on the proofing, what you want to do is, I'm going to go ahead and just bang these out because I've got someone who just loves English muffins. Shout out to Ravioli Boy, Ravioli Head. So what you want to do again, yeah, so your English muffins go on the tray. You've got nice semolina down so they don't stick to the tray. You're giving them nice space so they don't stick to each other. They're going to grow. Jimena is asking if you don't have semolina, can you use something else? You can use flour. There's nothing wrong with it. Although, you know, something that I always recommend is just, you know, get the right ingredients in your pantry. You know, do you have to have semolina to make English muffins? No. But semolina is pretty easy to come by these days. Actually, most supermarkets have it as well. If you look on the, like Bob's Red Mill, you know, if you had like a super fine cornmeal, you could probably get away with it. You know, it's just a flavor thing. So there we go. 6 nice little birdies, all lined up, all ready to go. And then, so back up on one real quick. Yep, there we go. So, you know, this is kind of what you're looking at. And then what you want to do is go ahead and cover this, right? And you can stick this in the refrigerator for like 3 days. It's going to ferment. You could leave it out for 3 hours. I would say 3 hour minimum. They're going to grow. They're going to grow a lot because it's yeast, right? So it's fermenting. So again, you can leave it out overnight for like 12 hours, cook them in the morning, you know, do them at night, cook them in the morning. You can leave them in the refrigerator 2 days. The more time you give this, the more delicious the dough is going to be, right? You know, whenever you're fermenting dough, that second fermentation is where you're developing all the flavor, right? So that's it on English muffins, guys. I put together the video to make sure I covered all the steps that you needed to see. We cooked a little earlier because we got super creative. We started at the end. Now we're working our way backwards. You guys with me? You still with me? Huh? What's going on? Where you at? Are you making English muffins yourself? You got the flour? You got the yeast? What's going on, guys? This tea is delicious. I'm sure happy it's English Muffin Day. Gives me a good excuse to have a nice cuppa. So firing up the old jet burner again, you can hear it talking to me. I'm going to fire off one more dish. This is something that when I was eating carbs, because I'm not right now, but you know, one of the things that I always love for breakfast is a nice bowl of grits. I would have to say it's probably the South's greatest gift to the States. You know, Southern food sure is amazing. There's a lot of dudes out there who are paying great homage to it and who are doing it right and making sure you're getting good ingredients and you're treating them well. And grits is one of those things. You know, grits, right? A grit. What's a grit? This is, see that? This is a nice stone ground cornmeal. It has the germ in it and everything, so it's chock full of bran. This is amazing fiber. And it's a super easy technique. It's not really a recipe. Get yourself a great bag of grits. I'm rocking out with these Gator. This is from Florida. This is a local product. It's a beautiful grind and it's nice and fresh. You know, you don't want to get something that's been sitting on the shelf for too long. And you know, support your local farmers, right? So we're just gonna get into it on the grits because they take a little while to cook. Let's go back to cam 2 real quick. Just like that. Let me just try to fix that real quick. What is that? Okay, got it. Right, I moved my burner back. Let me move it up. So you can see water is boiling. Michael's asking grits versus polenta. So same thing. You're in Italy, it's polenta. You're in the South, it's grits. They're both cornmeal. A generous amount of salt into your boiling water, and you have 4 parts of water to 1 part of grit, and in they go. You see the technique, right? It's going nice and slowly, and I'm whisking as I add the grits into the boiling water. I'm gonna start to turn it down because it was a little ferocious on my jet burner. Back up to 1. So you don't have to watch me stirring. But, you know, grits is one of those things where you stir quite a bit. You know, same with polenta. You know, if you had an Italian grandma, you probably saw her making polenta quite a bit. I know I did. It's one of those, you know, a polenta in northern Italy. Sorry, I'm just cranking down my jet burner here, and I'm stirring now. I switched over to a wooden spoon, and once I get the flame just right, we'll go ahead back down to Gritsville. No grits, no glory. So you guys can see that as well. And so no cover on your grits, right? Until you boil off and get to a point where you're just simmering. Yeah, this is kind of a cool effect. The old facial again. I'm just trying to get my flame right here, guys. So we're looking good. Let's go back down to cam 2. I'm gonna pop it back into place. Nope. Hold on. See if I can get it just right for you guys. You know, Jose, while I'm doing this, what is JB Prince up to?
Oh, dearest English Muffin, with your nooks and your crannies, split open and steaming so nicely. Oh, English Muffin, how I miss thee, as I gaze out upon the lemon tree in the garden, minding the blooms. I'm reminded of why I like breakfast for dinner so much.
Shite. That's crap. Just rubbish.
And now from JB Prince, exclusive, once in a lifetime offer. Scissors, scissors, scissors. You can cut bacon. Scissors, scissors, scissors. Basil. Scissors, scissors, scissors. And pesky whole roasted chickens. What can't you do with scissors? Scissors, scissors, scissors. Not recommended for Rochambeau.
Every time I see that, it just brings a smile to my face. Jose was having a little technical difficulties, but that's okay, my dude. We made it. We made it, dude. 8 episodes. English muffins. Fried chicken from the start. We did the Pizza Chronicles, the Cheeseburger General. Everybody loves donuts. We rocked out with Noodle Head. Leftover Chinese food. We cooked along together, guys. And the Taco Forum. That was 7. This breakfast for dinner, that makes 8. 8 in a row. Oh my God. The Isolation Station. Oh, this tea sure is amazing. So I got my burner dialed in. I put a cover on it. Let's see down real quick. So I popped the cover on it. You can see it's not quite bubbling. This is like back up to 1. So this is like it's a perfect a slow bubble, right? That's the way I like to cook my grits. And then you'll see I'm going to go back in and I'm going to give it a stir. And we're going to take it right up into till it's time. And yeah, you'll see me eat a big old spoonful of grits. So yeah, there's not much to grits, guys. I just want to throw in another one, a little bonus episode. You know, the cool thing about that is you can make your grits vegan, vegetarian, you know, whatever your dietary requirements are. If you love butter and cream, absolutely finish it, you know, with some butter and some cream. Now you're going more, well, so butter and cream, it's more of like the Italian polenta style. You know, I just wait until they're cooked all the way through. You know, on a medium course to finer course grit, it's about 20 minutes. Some of the grits out there on the market these days that could just be called stone ground. You take a look at the grind, and if you got these big, you know, looking chunks in there of corn, right? That's however you set your stone grind in your mill, and that's how long it takes for grits to cook. You know, it's something that once you've done it enough, like anything in this world that's worth learning, is you start to see when they sort of bloom, and each little grit opens up and it swells with the liquid. So a coarser grit, it can take up to an hour to cook. I know guys who cook grits for like 2 hours, real low. As long as you have enough water, you're hydrating the grits, right? That's all you're redoing, is you're reconstituting a dried grain. Same as rice, same as quinoa. This is basically the same technique. So you want your liquid to taste really good when you start. You know, I've done like mushroom broth for my grits. You could do chicken stock, beef stock. You know, you want to make shrimp and grits, make a nice shrimp stock with your shells. You know, these are just the tips and tricks how to make, you know, something a little more delicious. And so guys, as we're just waiting for these grits to finish up, again, I just wanted to thank every one of you guys for hanging with me today and through the last 8 episodes. We've gone through some shit together. The world has gone through some shit, right? Crazy times. Who knows if we're all going to be stuck at home for another 2 months? Is summer canceled? 2020 is already canceled. I don't know. Do you know? If you know, drop a comment below. Let me know, because I'd be interested in knowing these things. So again, we're taking next week off. Taking a little break ski. Jose and I are gonna dial it in and see what we can't do for season 2. I'm super excited. I'm gonna work on getting all the other episodes up here on my channel. So make sure you hit that bell, subscribe, check back in with me. Huge shout out to Chef's Feed for giving me the platform to be doing this. Without Chef's Feed, you know, there would be no Jeremiah Bullfrog Livestream. We're also looking at coming up with a nice catchy name for the show, so feel free to drop in the comments, Jeremiah Bullfrog, maybe it's deep cuts, maybe it's cuts deep, maybe it's he burns himself, whatever you got, hit me in the comments. Guys, we're bringing it home to the end. These grits are just about done. We take one more sip. All right, let's go down to camera 2. There it is. The old pot of grits. Give them a little stir. So you see, it's the perfect consistency. Much like porridge. Let me take a little spoon now. Before I go into the bowl, let me give it a little taste. Nailed it on the salt. I'm gonna hit it with a little of this butter, just to make it even more delicious. If you wanted to add cheese, now would be the time. Melt in a little cheese to your grits. I like just the butter. You can see it kind of smooths it out. Gives it a nice sheen. And so here we go, dish number 2 on the live stream. Just gonna go ahead and plate it up. Look at that. Napping the spoon. A nice little coating on there. Hit it with a little bit of our breakfast sausage. And look what I pulled out of my hat. Got another egg just waiting to go on these grits. I like to add a little spice in my life. Hit it with a little of this shimi togarashi one more time. And I know I hit it with some butter, but I like to round that out with a little olive oil. And we got a little hot sauce as well. This is one of my go-tos. This is El Yucateco. It's the habanero hot sauce. This is the black label. If you haven't had this bad boy, you're in for some hot ones. So I like to just make sure I get it on a spoon so I don't go crazy. Nice little touch. And that's it, guys. Dish number 2 on the old live stream. Let's go back up to 1. That's it, guys. Breakfast for dinner. I'm getting in. I like to break up my egg. The egg yolk kind of runs into the grits and thickens it and makes it even more delicious. Take a little bite of that sausage. There it is, guys. Breakfast for dinner. Thank you, everyone, for hanging. 8 episodes. Super shout out to Jose, my producer. Can't wait to hang in Flushing, my dude. Or, I'm sorry. I keep saying Flushing because I want to go to Chinatown. Can't wait to hang out in Astoria, my dude. Thank you for hanging, guys. Jeremiah Bullfrog Livestream. 8 episodes in the bag. Appreciate it. Peace.